a long-running refuse problem in one of Ennis's busiest public car parks, which has left a local business at breaking point. Laura Cahir of Binsin Luachra Boutique says she has been raising concerns with Clare County Council for over 2 years about persistent waste and poor standards at Moran's car park, with no action taken. I spoke with Laura earlier, and during our chat she explains the situation and why she feels going public is the only option left open to her. Laura, good morning to you.
Hi Ellen, how are you?
I am very well. You less so, and I'm not surprised given the pictures I have seen that you provided us with, and maybe we'll get to that in just a little moment. I've given a flavour of the issue at hand. Can you describe in a bit more detail for our listeners what you at Binsin Luachra Boutique, and indeed some of the other businesses in the area, are dealing with in Moran's car park?
So, as you said, this has gone on for 2 years. It really did start when the work started on the streets. Bin trucks can't get up and down the towns. Businesses don't have space to put them out, so they are all have been congregating down to Lower Market Street. They had been out on the street, and there's a lot of them in Moran's car park as well. Now, I don't know who the bins all belong to. I don't know, are they businesses off Moran's car park? Are they from different areas of the town?
Can I just ask you, Laura, I'm sure all of the businesses in that area have been speaking to each other. Have you been able to get to the bottom of who owns them?
Well, you can see there's stickers on them, but they have congregated there. They can be there all day. And we found, business is low enough in Lower Market Street because of all the works, but because all these bins have congregating, first of all, outside on the street. When people come around the corner from O'Connell Street, they just were above, a wall of bins was in front of them. There was no regard for anyone on cyclists, anyone with children in buggies, anyone with wheelchairs. They could hardly get down the street. They're disgusting to look at, smell terrible, but I know the truck would be pick them up and leave them there. Now, I don't know what the story is in Moran's car park, but it has turned into a dump site. There was pallets, old bags of clothes, every bin was overflowing. There has to be vermin in there somewhere hibernating, and it just seems to be the norm. People have gotten used to seeing this dump site in the corner of the busiest money-making car park.
So those bins, Laura, and we'll continue to reference the pictures you sent us. Because in the pictures, there's quite a number of bins. There could be 9, 10 in that corner of differing sizes. Some of them with the lids closed, others with so much rubbish in them the lid is up in the air, others where the lid is completely flipped open because there's so much rubbish, and then there's along with that bags of rubbish left beside the bins. When was the last time, would you guesstimate, that rubbish was taken away or those bins are emptied?
I have no idea. And as I said, I have sent numerous emails to Clare County Council about this. We've had an officer out. We've talked numerous times about it. For the Clare County Council to have upped the rates on business people in this town and think that is adequate, it's appalling.
But that's surely having an impact on Binsin Luachra. Your business, I presume, have customers mentioned it to you? Have you any anecdotal evidence of that ensuring those customers don't come back, or what impact is it having in that regard? Well, and on other businesses in the area?
And other businesses, well, look, we would have people in and they would be complaining about car parking anyway. To be honest with you, if people that have been visitors to the town, they go in and they think that it's maybe not a good car park to go into. But it's just startling to them that the central car park of the town is being left like that. So there's nothing we can do about it. All we can do is keep asking for them to do it. We keep hearing that they're building an enclosure. They're building an enclosure. I'm sure there's been lots of meetings about it and lots of talking.
The waste is located beside your shop's back gate and the emergency exit. So aside from the just ghastliness of the sight of it, as you say, the potential for vermin, is it causing any other issues in terms of blockage of emergency exit?
Well, that's exactly what it is. It is blocking an emergency exit going from a busy business into a car park. That whole corner area is blocked, and sometimes it's 2 and 3 bins deep. So there's not a hope that anyone can get on unless they can climb over bins. It has been brought to their attention. There's nothing they can do about it. But it's just, action needs to be taken at this stage. It's all talk and no action, but it needs to be done now.
Well, look, you're being very proactive about this. You have been in contact with the council a number of times. You've sent them emails. You're here this morning speaking with us. I'm sure other businesses in the area aren't happy with it either. They have a similar mind to yourselves. Is it impacting upon their trade as well? I
think as a communal thing, definitely it has to be. As I said, business people will try and park in there. Customers will park in there. It's just, to be honest with you, the fact that I'm here out of pure frustration to talk to you and to let the public know, that's what I find just shocking. After 2 years of asking someone to do that. And
that 2 years of asking, Laura, how are we talking about a number of times per year?
Oh gosh, yes. Numerous emails. They're all kept and there's never a response. But all you can do is...
So you've never received a response to any of those?
No, not officially from them. I know they did send a letter out, and all the businesses in O'Connell Street will know this. They all got a letter in December asking to put their bins away, to bring them away by, I think, maybe 10:30 or something like that. Otherwise there would be fining on the spot. I don't think that has come into place. But look, I'm only one person and everyone else feels the same. You feel like you're up against a giant because it's Clare County Council. But someone just has to say something, and if there's any little bit that I can do to help the situation and bring it to light, that's all I can do.
You must have health concerns around it.
Well, definitely, yes. In that corner. Yes, we wouldn't be able to use our back entrance. We would be a busy shop. We would get stock in. We'll be getting stock into our shop from the next 2 weeks on for a solid 2 months. We can't use that exit. It would be much easier for all of our service guys to drop it in the back entrance, but they can't.
So it can only come in the front door? Only
come in the front door, and it's just a domino effect, you know. It's a very simple fix. Sort it out. They've talked enough about it. And that's as much as I can do.
Have yourselves at Binsin, Luachra and other businesses gotten very proactive about it in terms of taking some of the rubbish refuse away yourselves to dump or to dispose of, or is it just too unsightly or disgusting to even think about doing that?
Oh, definitely. There have been bins and you wouldn't touch them with gloves on, to be honest with you. But to be honest with you, we could try and do that, but we have our own businesses and we have our own customers to look after. We know what our job spec is every day when we go in, and we do it, and we're proud to do it.
We reached out to Clare County Council on this, and they provided a sort of statement, so I'll read it out for yourself and the listeners to hear. It says, the Waste Enforcement Team of the Environment Section of Clare County Council is aware of the ongoing issue, including illegal dumping at Moran's car park, and has been actively monitoring the situation and engaging with business owners in the area. We understand the concerns raised regarding the storage of bins and its potential impact on the surrounding area. Regular patrols are carried out in Moran's car park and the surrounding area to ensure compliance with regulations, and where instances of illegal dumping or littering are observed, appropriate action is taken immediately. Under the Litter Pollution Act and the Waste Management Bylaws, all individuals and businesses are required to manage waste responsibly and prevent illegal dumping. We are currently engaging with stakeholders to address the issues and to implement measures that will help prevent recurrence of illegal dumping. Steps are also being taken to provide a secure bin storage area for businesses in the town centre. Clare County Council also reminds individuals that it is an offence to litter under the Litter Pollution Act, and those found in breach are liable to fines and further enforcement action. The Waste Enforcement Team will continue to monitor Moran's car park closely. So that is the statement they have provided us with. Laura, your immediate reaction?
It's all things we've heard before.
They do mention illegal dumping, which I guess, is there a certain element of what's there that shouldn't be there?
Possibly.
Well, I suppose, as you're saying, it all shouldn't be there, but the bins should be there, but they should be emptied regularly. But are people, like for example, in one of the pictures you sent us, where there's black bin bags of rubbish dumped beside the bins?
Yes, possibly clothing, I don't know. But the fact that they're just monitoring it for 2 years now, they need to do something about it.
So you want to see a clean up and you want to see it ASAP?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Okay, we will leave it there, but we will keep an eye on this and check in with you again, Laura, to see if any progress is made on this issue. Laura Cahir of Binsin Luachra Boutique, thank you for filling us in on this.
Thank you, Alan.